new campaign was launched called Your Home, Your Choice that aims to wrest back control over what sort of appliances we have in our own homes. Because down here in Victoria, the Allan Government's trying to get us away from gas. The campaign's being led by the Master Plumbers Association, and it will target up to 50,000 voters a week, calling out the misinformation being peddled by the Labor government. Joining me now to discuss their campaign, Master Plumbers CEO Peter Daly. Peter, welcome to the program. Congratulations on your campaign. I've got a gas heater, a gas stove. I love my gas in the kitchen. Your campaign will ask 6 questions you'd like answered before people switch to electric. Take us through what this is.
Yeah, so the campaign's really all about making sure consumers are informed about the true cost of switching from gas to electric. So we have our plumbers out there having thousands of conversations a day with consumers and businesses around switching. And the questions are really around the cost. So, for example, quality appliances cost more than appliances with lesser warranties or lesser heating capacity, for instance. So what's the cost of the appliances, the true cost of the appliances? What are the cost of building modifications or electrical upgrades that need to be put in place to support the electric appliances in place of gas? So they're all questions like that that really inform consumers about the true cost of switching, not just what the government wants you to hear.
It's interesting, you know, about 70% of Australia's power is still coming from coal. So there'd be higher emissions if I turned off a gas heater and put on an electric heater, wouldn't they? Because my gas emissions would be lower than my coal emissions.
Yeah, well, as we move on this path to renewable energy, a lot of our transmission and generation is, of course, brown coal. So at the moment, switching off gas onto coal really doesn't make sense.
And what sort of costs are we talking about? Because someone said to me that the cost of converting over to electric for an average household is about $27,000. That's a lot. Is that right?
Yes, look, it certainly can be. It depends on a whole range of things, the type of appliances you put in, how much work needs to be done to modify the home to put in the new appliances, whether you need upgrades at your switchboard, whether you need new power to your house and go to 3-phase, because a lot of these things draw a lot of power. So the cost varies, and the key message that we've got to consumers is you really need to speak to your plumber about the true cost of switching and not just rely on the estimates, and they're only estimates that government's given you. So it can be anywhere from 11,000 to 27,000 or even more. And importantly, the time it takes isn't necessarily straightforward either. Because if you're getting building modifications, if you need a new switchboard, if you need to change the power to your home, that can take weeks or months, not just days.
A lot of people say to me, Peter, they're confused about what the position is because the government had these bans on new builds for everything gas related in the home. Then they reversed their position in relation to cooktops, but not heaters. It's unclear whether that's if you've already got a gas heater and it needs replacement. Okay, so it's not a new build, but can it be replaced down the track? Is that in or outside the rules? Can you give us some clarity?
Oh, look, it's really confusing. The clarity I can give you is the government did come out on Monday and say that gas cooktops would be spared. But then Wednesday night and Thursday, they introduced legislation that bans all gas appliances. There's no cut out there for cooktops. There's no cut out there for renewable gases into the future, such as biomethane or hydrogen. It's a blanket power to ban gas appliances in all homes, including existing homes, which is not what the government's been saying.
Peter Daly, thank you for that.